Greetings, YouTube, the net, the social media, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, and everything figures for being. I cannot name. My name is Collins Gaming, and I'm here with my co-host Brandon Ware. Welcome back to another High Velocity podcast, webcam edition. So, yeah, I thought I would turn it on to see if that changes anything. I wouldn't think so. Plus, come to think of it, I might be getting a new webcam / microphone on my birthday, so probably the worst time to start using my webcam, but whatever. Whenever I get it, I can just look at. It was a light flicker. That's good for science to come. I'll just look at it and see, that's definitely better. Anyway, I'm here with Brandon, and we got a couple topics here today. Originally, it was just 3, but I think we might add in a bit more in our podcast here tonight. But first of all, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the obvious here. We're gonna go ahead and have 10 seconds of silence. Our original plan was to have a 10-second swear fest for Brandon to just kind of let all his anger out.
Well, no, I've been pretty good on that.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. Plus, I mean, this is more important. So we're gonna bow our heads, pray, whatever religion you have, in silence for 10 seconds for the people. For those of you who don't know, in the UK, on Manchester, I'm not gonna go too in depth on this. Someone suicide bombed at the end of an Ariana Grande concert, and 22 people have been killed, and over, I think, 50 people are in a hospital right now. So we're gonna 10 seconds of silence starting now. All right. I think that was more than 10 or less than 10, but I don't know. Sorry, sadly.
It was enough to respect.
To pay the respects. So, moving on to lighter parts of the podcast. Welcome to the quote-unquote revival. If you guys don't know, round about a couple months ago, we did a live stream podcast on Twitch. And it was a crap podcast, and the reason is I'm only gonna bring this up once. A friend of ours he was invited to do the podcast, and he could have said no. I'm not gonna name any names. He could have said no, but he said yes, and the whole podcast he didn't want to be there, and he kind of ruined it. But we have since made up, and we are now friends. We've always been friends, and it's all fine now. So this is kind of like a revival / not really podcast, but it's fine. Whatever. If you were there for that podcast, then great. If you weren't, then great. But basically, we're here now. So cheers to that. Oh, perfect. There's thunder outside. That's great. My internet's going off for sure. To be fair, though, if I do disconnect from the call, I'll just call you on my phone, Brandon. And I'll have to put my phone next to my microphone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, does it? Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we've wasted 3 minutes and 30 seconds already. So we're going to go ahead and get riggedy right into the news. So our 3 original topics were Telltale. We did this podcast once, but it was kind of a crap podcast for multiple reasons. So we just decided to redo it. Our 3 original topics were Telltale Games, WWE, and the Star Wars Battlefront 2 teaser. But now, since then, Telltale Games has done a lot, WWE has done a lot, and Battlefront 2 has gone more into depth on it. So, what are you gonna do?
Rip.
Yeah, rip old podcast. Anyway. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 1, first of all, we're not talking about Season 3 of The Walking Dead or Guardians of the Galaxy because I have yet to play both of them.
You're missing out on The Walking Dead.
I know I'm missing out. I've heard that from everybody.
But the game is so short compared to the other seasons. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, the series is ending. It's going to end eventually. And so they're just going to keep getting shorter.
The episodes are like an hour long when season 1 used to be like 2 hours long an episode. It's ridiculous.
But like I said, we're not talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game, and we're not talking about the Season 2 or Season 3. First of all, I know this may be an unpopular opinion. I'm not sure. People might think the same way. I don't know. Telltale needs to slow down a bit. Just a bit.
Goes with the fact that the games are actually shorter.
And what I mean by that... Yeah, what I mean by that is like... Hold on, my hair looks weird. There we go. Now it's good. What I mean by that, though, is like... Yeah, like you said, the games are shorter, and they had released episode... Like, in the Batman Telltale series game, which I have played, they released episode 1, 2 months later, episode 2, 2 months later, episode 3. And then a month later, they released episode 4, and like 2 weeks later, they released episode 5. And to be fair, episode 4 and 5 were really good, but then, right off the bat, like a month later, they released the teaser trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy, and then like a week after that, I know I'm exaggerating times a little short, but you gotta be with me here. A couple weeks after that, Guardians of the Galaxy itself was released. And then they started releasing all these episodes for Season 3 right off the bat. They're just swinging them out, dishing them out.
They actually released 1 and 2 together.
They did. They did do that.
Mm-hmm. And it goes to show their quality is going to go down of the games if they keep doing it like that. Because the episodes are shorter, the character development is trash compared to the older ones. Like, I liked Lee, but the new character in Season 3 I could care less about.
Could care less.
And the only reason I like Clementine is that season is due to nostalgia and her story. But I could care less about everybody else's because you put a new character into these 1 hour long episodes. I'd be fine with a new character, but you got to develop him more. You can't develop him within an hour of an episode.
Yeah,
in the
no.
first episode, you can't do that. The reason why we like Lee so much is because there was a 2 hours each episode. You
2 hours you got
him more.
2 hours that you flew into all this development, loving this character, all to be thrown down the drain because he got bit by a zombie. Ripley.
Like, my favorite
Ripley.
My favorite part of the first season was when you go to the pharmacy and you look around and you do the whole where you go and pretty much find Lee's dead brother's corpse, and then you find out that
that was very emotional.
To run a pharmacy. Now, stuff like that you don't get in the new season. In the new season, you get the main character is a baseball player, and that's why he uses a bat when he fights. That's it.
Ha!
That's it. That's all.
That's like giving Batman an actual army of bats.
It's like, he's a baseball player, so that's when he's able to use a bat.
Let's give him a bat. Yeah.
Why not?
It's like giving. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. I'll DM it to you, but I'll.
Do it now.
It's like giving a prison inmate a bar of soap. Just saying.
I could take it darker, but I'm not even going to.
No. Prison joke is enough. Enough is enough. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of give my review sort of on Telltale before and basically just before because I have yet to play after.
I still actually need to play The Wolf Among Us. Don't kill me. But I'll probably be getting it on the PS4 because of the high resolution textures.
That high resolution. I got it on Xbox One.
Xboner.
Now if you think when you hear the word Telltale, In my opinion, there are two games that immediately come to mind: the Borderlands series and the Walking Dead series. It's the same way with the game mode Capture the Flag. Whenever you hear the game mode Capture the Flag, the first thing that comes to my mind is Tube Fort from Team Fortress 2. Now, if I'm
But
not
some people would be Call of Duty.
Yeah, some people will be Call of Duty from World at War, I think. Some people will think Halo from basically every Halo game. But for me, when I hear Team Fortress 2, or when I hear the game mode itself, Capture the Flag, first thing, 2-4, Capture the Flag. That's the same way with Telltale. Moment you say Telltale, Borderlands, Walking Dead. Gonna be honest with you right here, I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna, flick off the camera. But I have not played any of the Borderlands games, but I know that they're good, or at least everyone says they're good.
Borderlands 2 is amazing.
That's what you said in the last podcast. But
Actually, just
people say that Overwatch is amazing. I'm not an Overwatch fan, but either way, I hear Telltale, I think immediately Borderlands, The Walking Dead, and for good reason, because apparently Borderlands is amazing. From you say Borderlands 2 is good, and Borderlands and The Walking Dead is just a great game. It ties into the TV show, sort of.
Well, no, it ties into the comics more.
It does. It ties into the comics, and the comics are the show is based off the comics.
Yeah. But
I don't know what's going on there.
if you want to check out Borderlands, get the remaster.
That's what I was thinking. Because here's the thing, I'm probably gonna start streaming a lot this summer. I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with my because if every single time I stream a game, for some reason, it's completely crap. It lags all over the place. I'm gonna fix my frames. I'm gonna do all that. And I want to stream console games. And I'm thinking about streaming.
To fix that, you might want to get an Ethernet cable.
Probably, yeah.
And plug it into your Xbox One or your PC.
Ooh.
Which one do you want to stream on it more? Yeah, that's all you got to do is plug an Ethernet cable to your Wi-Fi and then put it in your Xbox or PC. And that'd probably fix that. Okay, so what were you saying?
Actually, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold down the fort for me while I'm gone, Brandon.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there you go. How to hook up a Wi-Fi box by me. All you gotta do is get an Ethernet cable, plug it into your Xbox or console or whatever. And yeah, pretty much. That's all. Because, why not? It's much faster. And that Wi-Fi, you can just...
Fit back, gentlemen.
Huh?
I said fit back, gentlemen.
I gave him a tutorial on how to plug in an Ethernet cable.
Ah, beautiful.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. 10-second tutorial. If I say so myself. Please hire me.
Please hire me. The thing is back on track with the Walking Dead games. You hear The Walking Dead. I'm pretty sure everyone thinks of the TV show. You might think of the comics. I think of the... Well, everyone except a few might think of the comics, and a few might think of the video game. I'm one of the people who thinks of the video game. Because I've actually watched the Walking Dead TV show, and I was super into it. Up until season... I think it was season 5? And then it started to kind of fall out. I have yet to see all the recent seasons.
I was going to watch that on Netflix, but I don't know if I should.
I mean, if you'd like, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad show, but like I'm not.
I mean, I'm kind of interested, but kind of not. I
The
mean,
day they announced Clementine to be on the Walking Dead show is the day I get my butt into gear.
no, we both know that would never happen, but I wish it would,
I wish.
but it would never happen
The thing is
because
like
because the comics and the TV show are two different.
two different universes.
Two
Yeah,
different. It's disgusting.
disgusting.
It's actually pretty disgusting.
Yeah,
I would like
comics
to
are
see
gruesome, man.
I'm actually the only one that's pretty much never watched the show.
You never watched
That's
it?
what I was saying.
I thought
No.
you said you've seen it before, though. Like, but you were thinking about rewatching it.
No, I was thinking about watching it, but I never actually sat down and watched.
Well, what do you know?
So
Um,
I mean, everybody's
people-
talking about the hype of a new season, and I just don't understand what they're talking about when they talk about the new hype. I just don't understand it. So I might need to get up on that.
some
actually.
people are saying like, that they didn't like some of the Telltale games they've played.
Well, they probably played the newer stuff.
To be honest, the newer stuff, in my opinion, is kind of good. If I had to rate
I
my
mean,
top 10 Telltale games, it's Walking Dead Season 1, all the way up there. Top 10 Telltale games. Walking Dead Season 1, The Wolf Among Us, and then Batman the Telltale series. Because I love that game.
Batman actually is pretty good.
I love the Batman Telltale series. Under that, probably be Season 2. And then when I play it, probably slap on the either Season 3 or the Marvel game.
No, but the only problem with the newer games is they're too short. The character development is much less. See, Season 1 was the only game that made me cry. Actually, that is the only game that has ever made me cry.
Wrestling is the only thing that's ever
And-
made me cry. It's real to me.
Ford Glazer for
I
president.
can't do. I'm wearing a Shawn Michaels t-shirt right now. I can't.
It's real to
Wrestling
me.
is the only thing to me.
Hey, that's like when weeaboos say head tie is real to me.
He gets F5 by Brock Lesnar.
No, hey, it's like when weeaboos say that hentai is real.
Hentai is real and it is an art.
It's an art form.
It's an art form. I mean, they're not wrong. Are you calling me a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a truther.
I mean, I guess hentai can happen if you teach.
If you teach wizardry.
I mean, if you act it out with your significant.
If you're
other,
able to
but I
full
mean,
on like Bendy and the Ink Machine, like resurrect them from their pages, then I guess it could be real.
you know, it's whatever.
It's just what it
It's
is.
whatever. Yeah. You know. Okay, what were you saying? Because
I was just rating like my favorite Telltale games. But speaking of wrestling,
wrestling.
some WWE wrestling. In my opinion, it's been pretty good. Last night, today is today's Tuesday. 2 nights ago for me, when recording this, and for Brandon, I guess, it was WWE Backlash happened in I don't remember where it happened. I think it was Chicago. It was Chicago, yeah. And like I heard that was I didn't watch it. I was going to, but I missed out on it because I was playing Team Fortress 2 with friend, and then I was playing Team Fortress 2 with Cake, and then I think we went out to eat. I went out to eat with my family, so I didn't watch the actual show itself. But I heard it was pretty bad. Like I didn't hear that it was bad, but like compared to other backlashes, I heard it was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Those should have been, pun obviously intended, phenomenal matches. They should have been great. But like Nakamura Ziggler went on for like 5-10 minutes. Same thing with Owens Styles. And I know this is only the first matches in the series, in the feud. There are going to be more, and they're probably going to get better as time goes on. But for Shinsuke Nakamura's debut match, I mean, it's a good match. It was fine. It was good. But that's the thing. It was Shinsuke Nakamura's debut match on the main roster, and it was just good. It wasn't great. It wasn't fantastic. It was just good. So that's bad. That's not something that should be getting a lot of praise. And it's not. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that it's not. Like it should get.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying. But that falls. I mean, I'm not saying that wrestling falls with Telltale, but the same thing. They fell from grace. I'm saying it.
Just a bit, yeah. I'm not saying that they've completely fallen from grace, but like WWE has been doing pretty good getting back on track. Like back when I watched it, I was a kid, and so I thought, oh yeah, this is freaking great. But apparently a lot of people did not like it, and I feel like it's getting back good. Same thing with Telltale. I don't think they've fallen from grace. They just tripped on the steps, you know?
Like, you know what? People are expecting a Lee flashback in season 3. Now, that's just a guess because there's been flashbacks of pretty much every character, every significant character, like Kenny, or, people like that. Now, if that happens in episode 5, it's going to be good. Because the voice actor for Lee said he would come back if there was ever a reason to.
If there was ever a reason? It's the same thing with Ewan McGregor in Star Wars for his character in Obi-Wan. He said, like, he has gone on record saying, I would love to come back for Obi-Wan. If they recast it, I'd be furious.
Because, I mean, have you actually seen the voice actor for Lee?
I think I've seen a picture of him once.
I mean, he can't be that old now. It's only been, 3 years? I'm not saying he's ancient, but...
Okay, I know I was just talking about how WWE has stumbled a bit. Yeah. AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, and Shinsuke Nakamura are all going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Hoo boy, that's going to be good. And if it's not, I'm going to stab Vincent Kennedy McMahon in his abdomen.
You know what needs to happen?
What?
Keemstar needs to be casted into the WWE.
No, Keemstar. No. Okay, here's what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be Shawn Michaels versus Brock Lesnar with The Undertaker as the special guest referee in a Keemstar on a pole ladder match. Should that not happen?
I'd pay to see that.
I'd pay travel money to see that match. Ric Flair is the special guest enforcer.
I'd pay to see the.
He's just chugging bottles of alcohol on the outside of the ring.
I'd pay to see Keemstar and the Undertaker, hands down.
Keemstar, Undertaker, one last ride. WrestleMania 34, book it, Vince.
That would be amazing.
Just imagine the headline. The Undertaker, his last ride. King Star, his first. WrestleMania 34, a buried alive match.
Keemstar already got buried alive, though.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Keemstar already got buried alive by his haters.
The moment Idubbbz versus Keemstar, ladder match. No, a chairs match, WrestleMania 34. Book it, Vince.
No. You know who Colossal is crazy is?
A popcorn match.
You know who Colossal is crazy is?
No, I do not.
Grade A under A, you know him. You know Grade A under A. You there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing, actually.
You know Grade A under A?
Yes, I do. I don't watch.
Grade A under A, Idubbbz, and Keemstar in a ladder match.
Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Jacksepticeye in a tag match versus Grade A under A, Idubbbz, and Keemstar.
Yeah, it'd be amazing
for the YouTube best content tag team championships.
But I thought Keemstar should be in there though because he has terrible content.
Oh, true. That's the reason they lose. Idubbbz would be the only one carrying the team, and then freaking PewDiePie, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye would hit a triple super kick on freaking Keemstar, and he'd go down like a sack of bricks.
Let's get rolling.
He's saying that, and then Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie just triple super kick.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Brock Lesnar news. I think it was Seth Rollins and Finn Balor are going to fight at Extreme Rules to see who's going to main event Great Balls of Fire. That is the WWE's pay-per-view name, Great Balls of Fire, to fight Brock Lesnar for the Universal title.
Great Balls of Fire sounds hot.
I know. It's spicy. You know, I gotta talk about Star Wars for a second. People are saying that Leia is hot. Right. And that Padme is sexy, but come on, Anakin Skywalker is on fire.
You know what?
If no one gets that joke, I feel sad inside.
Rip
me.
Yep, rip, dude. You're done.
I'm done.
You're done. Time to find a new host.
Wasted.
I need to. Well, if you're Rip, then I need to find a new host, I guess.
Give Keemstar a call.
He's already doing baited.
He's already what?
He's already doing baited.
Ah.
You know what that is?
Isn't it like a podcast that he runs or something?
Yeah, he's already doing baited.
Beautiful. Baited for money. YouTube revenue.
Let's get right into the YouTube revenue.
Brother. No.
Ooh, no.
Okay, here's what I want. Okay?
From Keemstar?
No, and this is like a legit match that I want. Give me AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Don't. And before anyone says, like, oh, dude, you're only 14 or whatever, how do you know all this stuff or whatever? First of all, I'm 15. No, I'm actually 14, turning 15 on the 28th of May. 14, turning 15.
Wow, I'm 2 years older than you.
I know. You're the same age as my sister. Whoa. But, like, the moment I got into wrestling, I just started watching so much stuff about it. Like, I know.
No, actually, I'm 1 year older than you then, because you said you're 15 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn 15. I watched like almost everything. I have seen every single one of Shawn Michaels' WrestleMania matches. Same with The Undertaker. I have seen so much, and I have learned so much, and I just love wrestling to say safely with a passion. And Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time. And if I could trade, I don't think I would. I don't know. It's hard to say because I wouldn't trade anything to see this match because quite frankly, it's just a wrestling match, and like I wouldn't trade like my house or my soul to see this match. But whatever, like if I had to wash Vince McMahon's dirty underwear for a full 30 years, like I'd have to wake up 5 hours a day watching Vince McMahon's dirty underwear. I would to see Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles, and
Yeah.
Shawn could do it. I'm not saying it would be like it would be what Shawn was back in 1989, stuff like that, but it would be pretty good.
hmm So, how was Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Phenomenal.
I still haven't even seen the first one.
You're missing out, dude.
I know. I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Just like I need to watch Rick and Morty, but I've only saw the first season.
I've fully caught up on Rick and Morty.
Morty,
Listen, Morty, we gotta wait. Shit, Morty. Oh, Rick, I don't think it's a DNA. Nope. Don't worry about it, Morty. What'd you say?
I might actually watch season 2 this summer, and then watch season 3.
Hey, guys.
But you know what? I'm gonna have to look it up or something or buy it because Netflix took it off.
Netflix had Rick and Morty on it?
Yeah, they used to.
Oh, I had to watch it on a bootleg website.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Don't call cops on me.
I'm a registered offender already. I can't go back. I'm a registered bootleg offender. I can't go back.
No, but honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Because my problem with Netflix is they take shows off and add garbage ones.
Kinda. The thing is like I've been watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and then I'm gonna watch Star Wars Rebels. They're taking Clone Wars off on June 7th, if I'm not June, July. I don't know, something 7th. Basically, the 7th of summer. And so I'm on season 4 right now. I gotta get my butt into gear before summer rolls around, or else I'm gonna have to watch the rest of it on a bootleg website.
Yeah, a good website is Kiss Cartoon or.
Oh, that's what I watched Rick and Morty on.
Yeah, and if you want to watch your anime, Kiss.
Want to watch my hentai?
Yeah, no, it's actually Hentai Haven. That's actually Hentai Haven. So I mean, So, what stuff? But Telltale are still porting their games from to mobile.
Are they really?
Yeah, season 3 on mobile looks like trash.
Sure.
It looks garbage. Look it up. It looks straight up garbage. But I mean, what can you expect from a Samsung Galaxy fan?
Samsung Galaxy.
No, but the graphics are garbage. I'm in the minority.
Why do I keep doing that?
I'm in the lower part of the majority here, but I think phone games are garbage. Like
phone games? I'm not garbage. How dare you? No, I'm kidding.
No, phone games are not garbage. I actually play Candy Crush.
I played WWE Champions. How dare you?
I actually play Candy Crush, and I'm a real gamer.
Phone games aren't that bad. It's just like there's a lot of bootleg stuff out there, and you got to be careful.
It's a time waster. I feel like
for me, for me that's kind of what apps are. Like if I'm on a car trip or something like that, and I got nothing to do, I'll just load up an app.
But that's why I bring my 3DS with me.
Well, guess what? Some of us don't have the privilege of owning a 3D. I used to have a 3DS, so I can't say jack.
Yeah, Yeah. So just stop right there. Stop right there. Daddy.
Don't.
What? Don't.
Something quick like that, you know. Probably safe to say
All right.
Keemstar is watching right now.
Hmm?
Probably safe to say that Keemstar is watching right now.
I wish Keemstar would watch. I wish I would be on his drama alert, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah, dude. Sign me up.
I want to be on drama alert. Because, why not? I want to talk to a garden gnome. I've never done that before.
Ow. Shots fired.
Ooh. What do you want to talk about next? Because I think we wrapped up pretty much Walking Gun stuff.
Never talked to Mark Hamill's demented younger brother.
Huh?
Speaking of Mark
What do you
Hamill,
want to talk
let's
about?
move on to Star Wars.
What about it?
A lot of stuff, actually. Apparently,
Watch
season
it.
4 of Rebels is coming out. Like I said, I don't watch it yet. So
I'm more worried
there.
about The Last Jedi.
Huh?
I'm more worried about The Last Jedi.
Me too. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad, but I mean, episode 7, in my opinion, was good. Episode 7 was fine.
It was meh.
It was meh.
Average.
For a Star Wars movie, it was meh. Meh.
Remember the prequels?
Yeah, prequels.
No, the prequels
Actually,
are dark.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Episode 1 is not that bad. Episode 1 is a decent film. Episode 2, whoa.
3 was trash.
No, episode 3 was good.
I didn't like 3.
Episode 3, in my opinion, it was the memeiest of the bunch. And here's my opinion on Star Wars. On my favorite Star Wars movies. Number 1, Star Wars Episode 4. Love
What
that
would you rather
movie with
do,
passion.
eat
That is my
garbage?
favorite movie of all time. Number 2, Return of the Jedi. Love that film. Number 3, Empire Strikes Back. Number 4,
How could you not like Empire Strikes Back?
I love Empire Strikes Back.
I know that's what I'm saying. How can nobody not like it?
Yeah, nobody cannot like... Dude, the whole Luke, I am your father, that's like plot twist gold. Number 4, Rogue One. Number 5, Star Wars Episode 7. Number 6, Episode 3. Number 7, Episode 2. Number 1, Number 1. Okay, basically, in order from favorites to least favorites, Episode 1, 6, 4... Wait, no. In order from favorites to least favorites, Episode 4, 6, 5, Rogue One, 7, 3, 2, 1, 2. I absolutely despise Attack of the Clones. Love Episode 4,
Disgusting.
despise Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, that's disgusting. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about them.
Let's not bring it up again.
The Galactic Senate! I
That's
am the Senate!
You know what I want?
What?
Prequels remastered on
No.
this TV app.
I want the prequels to be remade. Maybe leave Episode 3 alone. Maybe just like remake Episode 3, but rewrite Episode 1 and 2.
Disney have been doing good with Star Wars.
They
in my
have.
opinion. I
They
give
did
it
good
props.
with Episode 7 and knocked Rogue One out of the park, and now they got a Han Solo film in the mix. I mean, you can't really yell at them.
Yeah. But no, I haven't been doing too bad.
Here's the thing. Everyone on the internet is saying this, and I have to agree. If they do Star Wars Battlefront 2 right, this could be the greatest Star Wars game since Star Wars Battlefront 2.
But it's EA. It's EA.
But think
That's all I
about
have
it.
to say.
The last game that EA made was phenomenal
That was not EA. That was DICE.
with EA alongside them.
But DICE were doing Battlefront 2.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, man.
Here's the thing.
I just
They have multiple. They have all 3 eras. That's already got me hyped. They've already confirmed Skywalker, Rey. They've already confirmed Skywalker, Solo, Rey, Yoda, Maul, Kylo, and basically Ewan McGregor.
But you know what?
Or Obi-Wan. They've kind of confirmed him. What?
Pete, you know how you said Battlefield 1 was amazing?
I haven't played it, but I heard it was really good.
People are saying that it's trash now. Like, they like Battlefield 4 better.
Battlefield 4 is good.
People are saying they like Battlefield 4 better than 1.
I mean,
So,
Battlefield 4 is good. It's kind of a contender.
yeah. It's EA, though.
Here's the thing. Sorry. Sucking on ice.
I'll take your time.
What'd you say?
I said take your time.
Oh. Here's the thing. If this is what they should do. In my opinion, this is what they should do. They should keep a lot of the old game modes from Battlefront. Yeah. Take a lot of the old game modes from Battlefront 2, add some new game modes, and then here's what I think they should do hero-wise. For the prequels, they should have, and for the heroes, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda. For the villains, for the prequels, Maul, Sidious, and General Grievous. Maybe Maul, Count Dooku, and General Grievous. For the original trilogy, to be honest, I think they should keep it the same. I think they should have Luke, Leia, Solo, Vader, Palpy, Boba. If you want, maybe add another one. Maybe put Lando in there and maybe put Dengar. I don't know. Like I said, I would just keep that the same. And for the sequel trilogy, Rey, Dameron, Finn, Kylo, Phasma, and Hux.
I was gonna ask you,
what?
How do you feel about Kylo being the new Vader, in a sense?
He's kind of had a rough first impression. Like, you saw him in episode 7. He's really cool up until the final battle where he gets his butt handed to him by an untrained Force user.
Yeah.
But, if they have him, absolutely dominate in episode 8, and by that, I not only mean get his revenge on Rey, but I mean, kill a bunch of rebels or resistance fighters or whatever. And maybe, if you want Kylo to seem really cool, in all due respect, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher, have him kill Princess Leia. He's already killed Han Solo.
Actually, how would they even... It's going into the Carrie Fisher thing, but would they recast or...
No, they would CGI recreate. That's what they did with Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One.
Are you serious?
The guy that played Grand Moff Tarkin's been dead for 20 years. Yeah, they CGI recreated him. That's what they did with Leia in Rogue One as well.
I didn't watch Rogue One.
Oh, dude, Rogue One is so good. You need to watch it.
I probably should.
You should.
But I've been watching the original Pokemon. Yeah. I should probably go back.
No. But
the original Pokemon run is so good though.
Yeah. I'm not a big Pokemon fan. Here's the thing, though.
Nostalgia.
Back to Battlefront 2. If you really want... Because EA has a deep obsession with DLC. They have... I'm sorry, I know this is a PG podcast, but they have a raging arousal for DLC. For some reason, they find so much enjoyment releasing a game that is decent on launch and then drowning it with DLC.
Hey, that's like Activision Call of Duty.
Pretty much. Here's the thing. Only release 2 DLC, maybe even 3, and then have the rest of it be free DLC, not paid for. Not paid for. Here's what I would do. I would have a DLC that add for the prequels, sequels, and the original. I'd have one DLC for each, and then the rest of it is paid free. And in each DLC, I would have 2 new heroes added, two new villains for each thing or whatever for each era, and a new game mode and new weapons. And then everything else is free DLC. Which it'll add heroes and more as you go on.
As good as that sounds, they're a company. Would they do that? No.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Because that's the thing. EA has confirmed that there will not be a season pass for Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Are you serious?
They have confirmed there is not going to be a season pass. So if anything, they're not going to do any DLC. Here's the thing. They're doing a pre-order bonus with no DLC. That's fine. Everyone, like, my editor of the Cake 4 YouTube, my good friend, he's all like, man, why are they doing a pre-order bonus? They're not going to have any DLC. Why are you complaining?
Well, technically they will if they do stuff. Like,
to be fair, but if they are going to do DLC, it's not going to be a lot. Because if they're not having a season pass, then it's going to be like 1 or 2 things. And that's totally fine. Like I said, if they do this right and don't drown the freaking game in DLC, this could be probably one of the best Star Wars games I've ever played. Probably better than Star Wars The Force Unleashed. And I love that game.
Force Unleashed isn't bad.
Huh?
Force Unleashed isn't bad.
I love the game. Isn't bad for me is an understatement.
It's kind of is.
It's got its downs, but it's got a lot of ups.
Gotta love that Rick Harrison, you know.
This is my pawn job.
A few day anniversary. It's gonna be a few days until Harambe.
Oh really?
Harambe's 1 year anniversary.
They're gonna bring Harambe back to life.
That he died on the 28th.
Oh yeah, that's my birthday.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Heard it here first. Kyle's birthday is on Harambe's death.
Yeah.
Day. So, you know, better send him to the zoo to replace Harambe.
I share a birthday with Seth Rollins and Harambe. It's death.
You actually share a death date.
Yeah, I share a death date and a birth date.
But Harambe, will he be brought back? I hope.
Find out next time on Higher Velocity.
It's low key. We're trying to find a way of bringing him back, but it hasn't worked yet. But this it's top secret. It's behind doors. It's behind closed doors. We can't talk about it anymore. It's a closed case until a few days.
Might want to lay low for a while. You're probably wanted for sexual harassment.
For what? Wanting to bring my Harambe back?
I mean, you touched the corpse. That counts as necrophilism.
But we had to. If we wanted Harambe back, we had to. What are you saying? We don't bring him back?
Look, I want Harambe back as much as the next guy, but
I feel like Harambe is a dead meme.
it is.
So really,
it has been for a long time.
It's been for a year almost now. So
It's been a dead meme, both figuratively and literally.
So why should we bring him back?
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe a new
questioning.
name for the internet.
I'm already going to be a wanted fugitive for saying that I wanted Harambe back. That would make the meme pretty much dead. No.
Would have killed it more than it already have.
What else do you want to talk about? Dead meme.
I'm gonna tweet that we're recording a podcast right now.
Send it to Keemstar, actually.
No, why? Why do you like always link either Keemstar or Brock Lesnar in like every tweet that you do?
I told you I want to be on Drama Alert, and I don't want to get slammed by Brock Lesnar.
Do you want to get what by Brock Lesnar? I'm sorry. Can you please repeat that?
Choke slammed.
You want to get suplexed by Brock Lesnar?
Who doesn't?
Me. I don't know about you, but I want to walk for the rest of my life.
I can't. I can't. I can't take it. Brock Lesnar. This actually, I want to be on Drama Alert, so send it to Keemstar.
Not sending it to Keemstar. That's something you can do on your own.
I can. I'll retweet it at Keemstar. I'll do that in a second. Tell me when the post is up.
I'm doing it
Because I will actually send it to Keemstar.
I'm gonna get like hate from all the Drama Alert fans.
But why? They'll probably like it though.
I'll put a GIF of Keemstar.
Alright. Either way. It's good. He's still there in spirit.
No, I'm gonna put a dancing. I'm gonna put like a GIF of
Puppet Key.
I'm gonna put a GIF of Darth Vader dancing.
I don't want. Ooh, even spicier. That's even spicier.
What is spicier?
You know Ricky Berwick?
Who's what?
Ricky Berwick.
I do not know.
Look him up on Twitter after you get done with that.
I refuse.
Please.
Brendan, I don't know if you know this, but I don't look up anything you tell me to look up.
It's a person.
We only have a couple minutes left on this podcast, Brandon. So is there anything that you want to tell the audience at home?
The next higher velocity will be our Drama Alert. And our special guest will be...
We'll be talking to Keemstar. He'll be our next guest.
I hope. And I wait for the day.
If I could save time in a bottle.
I wait.
No, it's just the entire Jim Crook Time in a Bottle song. It's like, if I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend it with you. And it's Keemstar.
Definitely.
Oh my god. So thank you all for watching another episode of Higher Velocity. This was actually one of the better episodes in my opinion. It's good to get back to the basics, back to the originals, back to the suck.
Can you give me some after this podcast?
Yeah. But it's good to be. It's good to get back to the original. We talked about Telltale. We talked about WWE. We talked about the Manchester incident. May they rest in peace and may they get better. And we talked about Battlefront 2 and Star Wars and stuff like that. And I think it was a pretty good podcast. Do you? Tell us in the comments or give us a hate in the comments. And make sure to leave a dislike, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Hats off to you guys. Shut up.
You heard it here first.
What you say?
Dislike.
You heard it here first. Unsubscribe and dislike.
You heard it here first. Leave a dislike.
Leave a hate comment.
Can't wait.
No, but seriously, hats off to you guys. See y'all next time.